What if a cure existed for cancer, diabetes, heart disease, HIV, AIDS, and other debilitating illnesses? What if a cure existed, but only for the rich? May 16, 1997. President Clinton apologizes to the survivors of the Tuskegee syphilis study. The experiments exploited 399 African American men in order to study the onset of syphilis. November 5, 1998. Scientists at the University of Wisconsin and Johns Hopkins University first discover how to isolate human stem cells. Hopes arise for their potential use to cure illness. 1990 to 1998. The California Department of Health Services finds that African Americans have the highest rate of breast cancer deaths. 1999. In a study called Unequal Treatment, the Institute of Medicine concluded that minorities in the United States receive far less adequate health care compared to the majority white population. August 9, 2001. President Bush declares federal funding will only go towards researching select stem cell lines left over from fertility clinics. April 2003. A study by the Office of Minority Health finds that African Americans die from diabetes at a much higher rate than any other racial or ethnic group. Latinos die from diabetes at a close second. November 2nd, 2004. In Proposition 71, Californians voted to spend $3 billion over 10 years on stem cell research, making the state the first to fund such a program. February 2006. A study by the National Institutes of Health concluded that more outreach was needed toward underserved and minority communities to encourage their participation in scientific research. We've reached a crucial point in the history of scientific progress, when minority health and scientific research collide. In 2004, Californians voted for Proposition 71, the California Stem Cell Research and Cures Act. Overwhelmingly supported by voters from minority communities, Prop 71 directs $3 billion of state monies to fund programs at the cutting edge of scientific research. This state investment is predicted to create up to 22,000 jobs a year in contracts and grants supporting dozens of industries. However, difficult questions persist around how to guarantee benefits for all Californians. How will the initiative harness the potential of California's rich diversity? Who will receive the $3 billion in state grants? How will everyone afford future cures? What can we all do to make sure that nobody's left behind?
I'm 68 years old. I've had high blood pressure since I was probably about 52. It affects people of color, particularly African Americans, more than it does anyone else. My mother, my father, and my mother's only sister all died before they were 60 years old. My mother lived the longest at 57. When my dad got sick, my mother took him to, we lived in the country. She took him to a hospital and they wouldn't see him. They wouldn't see him because of his race. So she drove 60 miles more to another hospital and he was seen there, but they said that his problem was that he had been drinking and he needed to sleep it off. He never had a drink of alcohol in his life. So he was seen, but he wasn't seen.